Okay, here's my lab1a. We just did that video somewhere else. I'm going to get rid of everything I don't need. So I'm not going to test min and max. We've seen those tests. I'm not going to even write min and max. We've seen those functions. I'll get rid of the headers. I'll start like that. I'll keep my arrays. Now these functions, prototypes look like this. Size t, array count. It's going to say how many 5s have you found in here. I would expect it to say 3, or down here 2, sorry 1, it's only the 1 5. I'll change that to 2 for 30s, etc. So I have something more to test with. Array count takes a constant int array, constant because we don't need to change it. I just want to loop through it with a for loop or a while loop, but a for loop is perfect, and say how many things did I find. This is how many things are in the array, because we can't say array.length like we can in Java. And here's the int I'm looking for in my int array. There's the prototype. I can put it wherever I feel like. I'll put it down here. And it's very similar to the last two functions. Create a looping index. Start at 0. I'll create a return value, or let's say I'll call it count, and I'll say I found 0 of these things right now. For example, I'm going to pass in 5 for here. X will be 5, and I'm going to say I found 0 5s. For loop, just like before, I equals 0, I is less than but not equal to n, and go up one at a time. If u, the element I'm in question, is equal to what I'm looking for, I can just use equals equals because these are just ints, then I found another count. When I'm finished that loop, I'll return that count. So, just like last time, I can printf a decimal, hopefully it'll be 1, followed by a new line. I'll call array count. I'll pass in my array A, which has 7 elements, and I'm looking for 5. And if I'm looking for 5s in there, there are 3 of them. If there are 3, I would expect this to print 1 for equal. I'll save that, recompile it. Line 10, I'll leave this mistake in case you have something like this too. Press Ctrl G for Notepad. Go to line 10. Missing a closing double quotation there. Ctrl L for clear. Recompile it. Haven't used B yet, that's okay. I got 1. That looks good. Just in case, I'm going to put a couple more tests as well. If I try to count 30s in A, there's only 1 of them. If I try to count 500s in A, there's 0 of them. And just to make sure there's nothing funny about array A, I'll try a different array and say I'm looking for 30s in there as well, and I would expect to find 2 of them. I hope I get 1 1 1 1. There are 3 5s. There is 1 30. There are no 500s. There are 2 30s in that second array. Save it, compile it, run it, 1 1 1 1. Looks good. The last function I need to write, the prototype's also given to me, is true or false. Are all these scores between 0 and 100? The prototype's being given to us by Albert. Nothing special about it. I can put that function wherever I like. I've chosen to put it here. Create my looping variable. And I don't need another variable actually. If I find something invalid, I'm going to immediately quit and return 0 like this. go through the whole thing. If I is 0, I is less than n, but I might quit early, I plus plus. If this element is less than 0, I can do it this way. Stop looking. Return 0. They are not all valid. If this element is bigger than 100, stop. They are not all valid. At least this one's not, so they're not all valid. If I make it through this whole for loop and I never return 0, they must all be valid. You can't say true inside the loop. You don't know if they're all valid until you've looped through all of them. Return true for all valid is only possible outside the loop. I made it through the whole gauntlet. I never returned 0. They must all be valid, therefore. I'm just going to go up here and I'll copy some tests. One test for A, one test for B. A is valid. They're all valid between 0 and 100. But there's a couple problems with B. So, array all valid scores. That's the function I'm going to test now twice. And yes, they're all valid for A. No, they're not all valid for B. Save. Compile. Fix my error. Scores, not score. Control L for clear. Compile it. Run it. All ones. Perfect. We'll move on to lab 2 next video.